Statistics show that 55% of people watch videos online every day, and social media videos generate up to 1,200% more shares than text and images combined. These numbers should tell you everything you need to know about video content marketing. And yet, many business owners still aren't convinced. And even those who are convinced lack the skills and resources they need to create video content consistently. Because the truth is, to be successful with video content marketing, businesses need to create, edit, repurpose, and distribute those videos again and again, which means there's tremendous opportunity here for you and your marketing agency. That's what we're going to cover in today's episode of Agency Accelerated. Welcome back to Agency Accelerated, where we explore ways to grow and scale your agency with some of the most trusted brands and experts in the industry. I'm Stephanie Liu, and we're live every other Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 a.m. Pacific Time on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and of course, LinkedIn. Make sure you head on over to agorapulse.com/calendar and subscribe so you don't miss any episodes. And stay until the very end because you'll get a chance to get your hands on an easy way to add more revenue to your marketing agency. All right, shout out to the crew that is here. Just definitely want to go ahead and let me know where you're tuning in from. I'm here in beautiful, sunny San Diego, and we're going to have an amazing show today because we're talking about video. And you know I love video. So, question for you and the crew is, let me know where you're tuning in from. And not only that though, but here's a question for you. How many videos did you create for yourself or for your clients within the last month? Give me a number in the comments. How many videos did you create for yourself or for your clients within the last 4 months? I'll be honest, I think for me it was probably at least 10. A couple Agency Accelerated live streams, 6 video snippets from the show, plus a couple of other short form videos. And that, honestly, friends, that's just one perfect example of why we run this show as a live stream first. So that way we have 30 to 60 minutes of video interview content that we could then repurpose into, shorter videos that we could just sprinkle all over the internet, or as I like to say, digital confetti. But to accomplish all that, you need a strategy and tools and processes in place, which is why I'm excited to have an expert in video marketing on the show with us today. So, Kate Skavish is a serial entrepreneur and has a decade of experience in digital marketing and inbound sales. She used to wear many hats and knows from personal experience the struggle of building a company from the ground up. Kate is the co-founder and head of marketing at Wave.video, a world-class online platform for agencies and social media managers that helps to scale video production, repurposing, and editing to increase ROI and stand out on social media. Holding a master's degree in applied math allows Kate to say that numbers and KPIs are a girl's best friend. So hey, Kate, and welcome to the show. How you doing?
Hi guys, thank you for the very warm introduction. Glad to see you here in Agency Accelerated. I love this show. I love Agora Pulse, and I like Stephanie very much.
Well, we like you too, and we're really excited to have you here because, like I said, video marketing is one of those things that sometimes it feels like it's hard to do, but when you have something like Wave.video, it makes the process so seamless and easy to do. I remember the first time that when I was first introduced to the platform, I was like, wait a second, I could get, stock video already pulled in. I would just type in a keyword and boom, it was like right there. And then you also have like these, I'm just going to say it, these super sexy video templates, right? You're like, hey, I like that. And then I can make simple changes. And it was like done and done. You made my life as a social media strategist so much easier. And I would say that with Wave.video, your customers as well, they got a love everything that you're always pushing out.
Thank you for the great testimonial. Yeah, we have thousands of agencies using us, and I need to say agencies, my favorite clients, they stay with us for years, and they really build on the process and take most out of it. And there are different ways how agency use video in our platform and how they use videos in their content strategy and overall strategy. Of course, it all depends on what kind of agency it is, but I will show you quite a few ways, and you can think about how you can use it in your agency.
Exciting. Well, good. Well, let's go ahead and kick off. And first, let's talk about why are videos so effective on social media?
Great question, and that question can be answered on many levels. The main idea is that as human, we are humans and we love to watch videos. 80% of people will choose video over a blog post article or any type of written content. So it's our choice. We choose video. I have a slide actually. If you can share a screen, then yeah, the slide. And that's one of the reasons. But the other reasons may be also important but less obvious. Social media platforms, and I don't need this slide anymore. Social media platforms, they know what people like, and they want to promote stuff that people like because they want people like content on their platform and stay on a platform longer. If they like video, they will push video up, and that's what happens. People naturally like videos more, and then social platforms elevate videos higher. So that's why videos work so much better. Again, think about your investments. 80% will watch video, 20% will read articles. Articles still very important because Google loves them, and that's how they show your content, by reading the keywords. But again, even your article has video snippet in it, Google will show it higher. For example, I know some agencies who are on 100 something page when you search for them, but on certain topics, snippets of their video will go above number one search article, and that's how they get a lot of stream, a lot of customers who visit their blog, and that's super effective. So not only you can use videos on social, you also can use snippets of video in your blog post or other website materials. So take advantage of videos. Everything you can do in Wave.video.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You actually just gave like a really like ninja trick as far as, if your blog article isn't necessarily ranking in the Google search results, sometimes you actually have the leverage when you put the video up on there, especially on YouTube, and knowing the fact that like, hey, maybe not a lot of people are comfortable being on camera or just, using B-roll and explaining that in a video that says, hey, top 10 tips that summarizes your blog article, and like, boom, all of a sudden you're above the fold. So that's always helpful. Good.
Yeah, and
All
that's
right.
something that agency also can sell to their clients. If they have already videos, they can just go to our platform, use artificial intelligence, and create video out of this blog post with pictures from this article, or maybe they can use something from our 200 million video clips and audio and photos library, and they can exchange, but AI will create a video for them which they can put on YouTube, and that video Google will show when somebody search for keywords in that article.
That's brilliant. I love how artificial intelligence, AI, just keeps coming back to the show. So, I mean, all agency accelerated folks, I mean, if that's something that's not on your radar, like please go back and listen to that episode that we did with Ann Chang to talk about just the evolution of artificial intelligence, because it's already here. I mean, Kate just mentioned that they use it over at Wave.video. So that's always exciting. Just the fact that you could plug in the link to your blog article or even a white paper, and knowing that the AI will say, hey, I saw that you mentioned this specific keyword. Here is a video that can, coincide with that and support it. So that makes it really exciting. All right, awesome. So Kate, here's a question for you. What are the key elements to a successful social media video, and what does success mean in that specific context?
Well, that's not an easy question, because success is always something people set for themselves or organizations set for themselves, and it moves in time. If you're just starting on social, success for you will be creating content consistently, right? But then in a year or half a year, and same for your clients, there might be different goals. You want to use your video to sell, or you might want to use your video for link generation purposes or brand generation, brand awareness. That really depends on where you are in your journey on social media. And if you think about brands who doesn't need brand awareness, like Gap or Sephora, they have daily shows where they show new products, and then they measure the spikes that video show created in the sale of this particular product. So if your clients sell some products, think about using live video, incorporating it. And when you use live video, think about promoting it, because just creating content is 20% of work and 80% is distribution. So how many guests will be coming to your show, or how many people will see your product and buy as a result, right? It all depends on your promotion. And promotional videos and videos which distribute recorded content after live shows, that's key. It's very important, and it should be part of video strategy for you or your clients, which is very convenient, right? You sign up client, for example, and they sell some products online, and then you need to promote show before or event, or promote the results of it. So there is more video work for you.
There's always work in video. There's all the different things that you can do. I mean, especially from live streaming, right? You have the promotional videos, then you actually have the production in and of itself, and the repurposing. All of that is always all that is, it's exciting. And it's one of those things where I tell people, when you get started in video, it's one of those skill sets that will always be in demand, just because of the fact that it captures so much attention, so much engagement. And I love even how you mentioned how live streaming and live shopping, it should all be incorporated in your overarching video content strategy. So then, having said that, Kate, what kinds of videos can a business typically put out there? And how can an agency develop a steady stream of source content?
Very good question, Stephanie. So there are, of course, all sorts of videos that you can create, and you need to understand your audience and what kind of clients you've got. If you're a boutique agency and you work with clients and you have account managers, and you can tailor content for this particular client you have, that's great. But still, you need to show the strategy first, because successful clients, successful agencies, they sign their clients for 6 months, for a year, and they offer them videos as a part of content mix. And to see the results, you also need promoted video content and any other content you have. If you sell online, you need to promote your live events. So there is a lot of work, and you need to sit down and figure out how it will work for your agency. Actually, if we share a screen, I have an examples. First of all, video promotion. If you have live event, let's say on YouTube or on other platform, you still need promoted all over social channels and push everyone to this main page or website or whatever where the sales happen. And you need to do it for your clients if you have many, right? And there are different ways how agencies organize working with clients. So again, this is about a repurposing model. So what we pitch to our clients and what I see successful agencies do, they have evergreen reusable elements, which means templates. So they create template either for specific brand or for a specific industry. I've seen some accounts where out of one template, hundreds, like 300 videos created. For example, I know some people who are their niche is like pet industry or pizza shop advertisements. And think about it. When there are 300 of those, let me show, I actually have a slide. So let me go ahead. And that's what here I'm talking about, like repurposing videos and placing video optimized for each platform, because video should work better when they optimized, right? But then I want to show something that, and you can do it in our product, what actual agencies done. So first of all, some of them have content or clients categorized by months. Some of them create brand template and then create videos out of that template repeatedly. That saves a lot of time because they know their clients love that sort of video and that sort of branding. So they can just verify it once and then go with a style later on without extra communication. It saves a lot of time and money for agencies and maximize return on investment. Here's another example of the same idea. Here's different approach. A lot of similar businesses, different locations, they don't compete with each other because they're in different states. And agency just create this template which works for every business of that niche, right? Pet store, for example, and boom, once a month they create new template or like 10 templates, and out of this template 300 videos, so very efficient. They can charge less and still have a lot of return, a lot of margin left after they do it, because they just have so many clients in this niche. This agency well known for that particular niche, and more clients go there, so it's like a circle, you know. It works, they well known, and it brings results. Sometimes you need to organize by campaign, your content by campaign, and here's a few shots. It's from our live show. So everything related to this live show goes into one folder. There are templates, and we just change colors, photos of guests, and that's super easy, right? We don't have to think about concept of this video. It's just very technical. We can usually our designer create video template, and then everyone on a team can do it, can change this template, place another picture, and it's super efficient. Same, and we learned it from our agencies actually how they do it, right? So agencies create this process where first somebody from a team create template for this client, approve it, and then it's virtual assistant who can create next videos, because everything is set and clients are happy. So this idea of optimizing the process of creating video is very important, and I've seen agencies are successful when they really know how to, you know, nail this process and how to set originally expectations of the clients, right? So if they create video content, what kind of content mix it will be. For example, 20% will be entertainment, industry specific, 20% will be promotional, some seasonal stuff, maybe some direct sales or some ideas. So there is always mix, and the percent of that type of another type can be discussed with clients. What we have on Wave.video, we have, I don't know if you can see my screen because it's in a different tab. Okay, you can't. We have templates on our website, and templates are categorized. And sometimes, like if you click on ads and promo section, everything that could be in your content mix and everything that you can offer to your clients is there. Because we talk to so many agencies, we interview them, we ask what kind of content they offer, and they explained us everything. Now we know.
That's
Now we
helpful.
know,
Yeah.
yeah, and easily can guide our clients. Yeah, so here we are. Oh, well, yeah, another thing, I don't know if I should mention it now, or maybe we should go to the next question, but yeah, that's another option that Wave.video will provide soon. We have a live streaming platform which designed for small brands who want more brand advertisement with the live stream. And this live stream could be branded very heavily or
Wow.
not heavily as you want. And every element of branding, so let me show how it could look like. You can have a show flow planned ahead of time, and you just switch from one slide to another, one presentation to another. We just had this earlier today presentation with our designer, and I took a few screenshots, and she took a few screenshots. And now we have, now I show them. So here she shows like seasonal overlays for live streaming, and I think they're so cool, and I can't wait to use more of them. And another thing which helps our, I don't think it's on my presentation, so we can stop sharing the screen. The other thing which is super helpful and we created because of the agency demand is branding. Each agency can create up to 50 brands with their subscription, and
Wow, I
when
didn't
they
realize
try
that.
to, yeah, when you edit templates, you just switch between the brands.
Mm-hmm.
And in the new brands, you have like their logo, related photos. So you upload fonts, colors, reusable type of brand awareness, brand pieces in the
Mm-hmm.
system once, and then you just reuse them, and it's super efficient and fast. So once you set up the brand and your manager said like, it's okay, client approved, you can go and really streamline video production.
Yeah, you could hit the ground
And
running. So for those of you that are just tuning in, we're talking about how marketing agencies can help their clients with video content at scale. But what I want to like backtrack just a little bit because she just dropped a bomb. And I don't know if you guys actually caught this, but like Wave.video is going to be launching a new live streaming capability, which for me, I was like, oh my God, put me on the screen. That's crazy. Because, you know, I've tested and I've played around with various live streaming studios and platforms that are web based, and to see like, hello, Wave.video has entered the arena. That's pretty exciting just to see that,
I
because
know.
the question that I had asked you was like, hey, how can agencies, you know, incorporate video content production into their whole and, you know, wheelhouse to generate more profits? And you had talked a lot about like the different templates using the agency version where you could just churn out different videos for clients in different cities, states, and all those different things. Even the one that you were sharing about the pet industry, I was like, oh wow, that's super freaking clever. And then and then you were just like, oh yeah, and PS, by the way, there's a live streaming thing. So that, I mean, you guys, this is pretty exciting as far as what Wave.video has in store. I'm really curious to see how that looks on the back end. But first, a quick story about how one growing company has scaled their social media overall. So let's go ahead and check this out real quick.
Fracture is a company out of Gainesville, Florida, founded on the belief that the printed image has a lot of power. We wanted to make it as absolutely simple as possible for people to take photos, from being buried in their camera roll on their phones to being something they can celebrate on their walls. Originally, we essentially were doing a lot of manual social media management. And then as the company grew, we started to try different platforms for social media management and marketing. Most of the ones that we used, we were somewhat satisfied with, but never found something that really addressed everything that we needed. We use Agorapulse for our social media marketing. It's really fantastic because it allows us to connect the marketing side of what we do with our customer support. We now use Agorapulse to easily assign a support request as soon as it comes in. Agorapulse has really allowed our company to expand and upgrade our social media management abilities. I think that smart marketers nowadays are constantly on the lookout for new companies like Agorapulse who are able to deliver the same kind of results in a leaner way that ends up saving you money.
Now, if you'd like to learn more about how Agorapulse helps thousands of agencies grow and scale their business, head over to bit.ly/add agency revenue for a free webinar. Now, having said that, let's get back to video content for social, because we all know that it's here to stay. And if you don't already have someone on your team that is focused on creating video for social media, that's definitely something that you want to pay attention to. So, Kate, when we talk about producing videos for clients, in your experience with your clientele, the customers that are logging into Wave.video, what kind of processes work best for marketing agencies to onboard and collaborate with clients?
Well, the best process, of course, to interview the clients and set strategy first, set the expectation first. Because if client came to you and they want to post 3 videos and get 1 million views, that's just not going to happen, right? And you need to explain, and you need to have this explanation ready. When they come to gym 3 times a year, they don't expect to be athletic, right? And they don't expect to lose weight right away. That's normal. Maybe if they do expect it, they need to change their expectations. And that's what the conversation is about. They need to understand that they need to do something consistently for a long period of time to start seeing results. And then they need to measure stuff and tweak it a little bit. But what you can start with them to set up this strategy, what kind of content mix they will be getting, what would be your help in creation content, in the distribution of content, because the most work goes into distribution, right? And then you need to talk about time period and make sure that clients allowed enough time for you to work with his account to see the results, right? So that's given. And then important part is to kind of have everybody agree on video elements, strategy, and visual part of it. As soon as your client approves template, you're great, right? You can do 1 or 3 templates, or depends how many templates you agreed, what kind of videos you want. And then you can just go and brand different type of videos that you agree on and create more content out of it. So everything should be set ahead of time, especially expectations, right? Expectations, strategy, and then implementation and approval of visual part of it.
Agree.
And again,
Having a strategy in place as far as how often we're going to create content, what type of content we're going to create, knowing which platforms it's going to live on, as well as setting expectations. And not only that, though, but turnaround time, right? Because once you develop a video and you get feedback, you definitely want to incorporate the feedback, make edits as needed. And once you have it all templatized, and from there, it's really just the distribution piece of it. And remind me, with Wave.video, you could publish directly into the platform, right?
Right. But that's not what most our clients do. They create one type of video, then they slightly tweak them for each platform specifically, and then distribute through software like Agorapulse, which you just mentioned. Our team uses it, and trust me, we've used a bunch of other software. We have different account managers and social media managers coming to our team, and they came with a different background, but end up using Agorapulse. But they have a choice, right? They've chosen Agorapulse because that's what you want to do. You want to post all the content in the optimized time. You need to know when client's audience is on, I don't know, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, wherever, where you post, and do it exactly at that time. And Agorapulse also gives you this feedback where you want to post it, and you listen to this feedback and you optimize it. So it's like a work in progress, and you need some time to learn how to make this
Love
content
it.
effective.
Absolutely. So let's go back to Wave.video because what are some other features that Wave.video has to help agencies create, edit, and repurpose their video content?
Well, as I mentioned, we have AI. We have one of the best, I believe, of course, best video editor around, and we make it super easy for agencies or any marketers create and brand videos in the product. Of course, most of the videos have call to action in the end where you can place your logo or any graphics you like on your video. But then think about strategies that we just talked about discussing strategy with the clients. For instance, your client has actual products that they want to sell, right? The best way, of course, always to sell live, because people like this unfiltered content. You're looking at my presentation live, everything that I said, it's just, you receive it on the same back. I can ask you questions, what you like, what you would like to learn more about. And there is some conversation going on when you show your product live, when cannot be happen in any other place. And through the pandemic, it's like really as close as it gets to real life when you come online and show your product online. And if you're agency who help your client to sell real products, then you have to pitch this live strategy, and you have to pitch promotion of live events as well, because that's super important. And sometimes you need to pitch the whole strategy, that idea of promotion before the event itself, then repurposing and placing materials all around all social media platforms that clients can can think of, and clients of clients can be at. Because you cannot tell your audience where to be, right? They are where they are. You just can come to their, present place and offer them something, right?
That's true. That's right. Now, Agency Accelerated friends, we're getting close to wrapping things up with Kate. So if you've got questions, now's the time. Kate, I've got one more question of my own that I think you're definitely going to blow my mind about this and give me some good things to think about. But first, I want to give a quick shout out to the crew. We've got Chad Illa Peterson in the comments. Thank you so much for tuning in, friend. Congratulations on the new show. So wonderful to have you here. And shout out to the crew that has said that, when it comes to creating their content, it's super duper helpful. In fact, I'm trying to find that one. Oh, yeah. Chad is saying your guests can bring in their branded pieces from their own Wave account too. So it makes it a lot easier as far as integrating your content. We have a couple of viewers as well that says that they love Wave.video. Yeah, I remember I think it was like Social Media Marketing World maybe 2 years ago or so. Time has passed by, but I mean, you had this wonderful booth as far as like showing how social media marketers can really just take advantage of Wave.video. So, having said that, Kate, what are your recommended distribution strategies or tools or channels for marketing agencies? Because if we're creating all these templates and we're producing these videos, what are some of your distribution strategies and tips that we could go ahead and jot down in our agency notebooks?
Well, it's all the same. Try to focus and customize video for each platform, so the type of content people see in their feed fits to their platform. You cannot post the same stuff you put on TikTok. You cannot put it on YouTube and expect the same results, right? It's just not going to work. You need to remember about that. So be specific and be specific to a platform when you distribute the content. So this repurposing idea and changing content slightly so it will be working better on particular platform is important. Again, if you show some products or your clients show some products, maybe it's the best if somebody else, not the company itself, shows this product. That sort of stuff always works better because it creates additional trust not like somebody from the company get paid to say this
Oh,
word,
like
but
an
somebody who use the
influencer.
product.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I think leveraging influencers or at least incorporating influencers into your distribution strategy is absolutely ideal because more often than not, when we're looking at our own analytics, we know what works on our channels. And when we're able to provide assets and let our own influencers get creative, then that gives us an opportunity to reach a wider audience because you never know. Like sometimes as marketers, we think like, oh, the standard platforms, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, and YouTube. And then I'll talk to like one of my good friends, Shelly Saves the Day, and she'd be like, YouTube Shorts. I'm like, I didn't even think about that. Or I'll have like my good friend Caleb over at Ecamm where he's talking about TikTok ads. I was like, oh, now that's interesting. Fun, fun, fun. Well, Kate, this has been an extremely educational and fun interview. Thank you so much. And like the fact that you slipped in the live streaming stuff too cracks me up because I'm like, wait a second, that's exciting. So, Kate,
Thank you.
can you tell our folks where it's the best place to find you and to find Wave?
Of course, online, Wave.video. That's the website. We also have a very active and great Facebook community, Wave video community. Very simple to remember. And welcome there. Join this group. It's free to join. You can find me on LinkedIn. I think it's the best way to contact me. I check it often. And
Good.
again, you can find me in the community. I often speak there and I answer some questions. And yeah,
I
that's a
love it.
great way
Yeah,
to
LinkedIn
find
is,
me.
is probably like one of my favorite platforms as well because I know that when people reach out to me on LinkedIn, it's business related. I mean, more often than not, it's business
Mm-hmm.
related. I don't really get spammy messages. So I love that that's the best place to reach you as well. All right,
Mm-hmm.
friend, that's all that we have today. But don't worry, we have even more incredible shows coming up after the holidays. In our next episode, we'll be talking to the agency coach, Chris Rudolph, who's going to teach us how to accelerate the growth of our agencies. In fact, Chris will kick off season 3, OMG. Season 3, and we'll be joined by Patty McGill from eWebinar. You guys absolutely know that I love Patty McGill, and Rory Sutherland from Ogilvy, Kevin Lau from Adobe. We also have David Fisher and our very own Teresa Anderson, head of agency business at Agora Pulse. So if you haven't done so already, remember to subscribe to the calendar at agorapulse.com/calendar if you want to be sure to catch our live episodes. And if you enjoy podcast listening just as much as I do, remember that Agency Accelerated is available on your favorite podcast channel. So subscribe, leave a review, let us know what you think. And if there's anyone else that you'd like to have on the show in our lineup, go ahead and reach out. Last but not least, take advantage of our free webinar on how to add agency revenue by adding social media services. Head on over to bit.ly/add agency revenue, and I'll see you and your agency accelerating into the next show. What?